I'll come for a couple.
Here are your hosts, Nick Sainert
I want to know what it's like to commit a crime without having to spend time in jail.
and Enrique Alvarez Clary.
C is for chunk.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah.
What is this?
Happy hour.
What is going on?
It's a captain takeover of the happy hour.
You're just bad
yeah.
because you didn't get out in time
no,
on your
you
show.
You cut me off.
Yeah, because
I'm still in your first minute. I'm still in your
Go ahead, VJ.
your thunder.
Say whatever you want to say.
The happy hour. Welcome to the happy hour. Rico, Nick Sainert, Rashawn Jackson. We're taking over the happy hour. If you are a happy hour, if you're a happy hour type of person, please hit us up on the Sound Entertainment text line 565-464-5685.
There we go.
Dang!
Yikes!
I just wanted to say happy birthday to Nick online. That was it, Nick.
Thank you,
Happy
VJ.
birthday, man.
Nicholas.
Happy birthday to you.
I appreciate you, VJ.
Happy birthday to you.
Ooh.
Happy birthday.
Look at me in the eyes when you
dear.
sing.
Stop it, Knickerbocker. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to you. And many more. He turned 21 today, so
Thank you.
that's
VJ.
a milestone. I can't even remember 21. I don't know what 21 was
Really?
like for me. I have no idea.
What was that, 21 years ago?
61 years ago.
Tried 25 years
Oof.
ago. Soon in 5 days, me and Nick share the same birthday month.
It's true.
So in 5 days from Nick's birthday,
Mhm.
on 2/22/22, the OV man will be turning 47.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Hey, can I not be ready?
You can.
No. What
It's
do you
gonna
do?
happen. It's gonna happen regardless.
You got to be ready for
So
it.
I had this conversation with somebody on the show last night. Do you look forward to birthdays after like 25? Because 25 you can rent a car. So like that's the last birthday that you can like
do something with.
do something with. So like do you look forward to like your 47th Sunday?
I don't think so.
Or do you look forward to like miles, like
I mean-
every 10?
Well,
Or
I
every,
mean,
like,
you
5.
look at the milestone. So like the 30.
50.
You know, I mean, we call it dirty 30, and then
Mhm.
you got 40. Then it was like, okay, you're starting to get up there, and then like with some of my buddies that are 50.
Midlife crisis.
Well, you know, the end of the road is coming. Although we've come, you know that song.
Mhm.
So it's like you want them to space out a little bit more so you get more time, but
Yep.
unfortunately you can't. So
You only get as much time as you're given.
Are you going to be a midlife crisis guy?
negative. I've already had my midlife crisis at 30. So
Did you do anything with it?
no.
Okay. Interesting.
Is a midlife crisis really like you have enough money to do something that you've always wanted to do, and everybody's just like, oh, they've gone crazy. Like you've always wanted a motorcycle or that one car that you've always wanted, and you can finally get it, and people are just like, oh, it's your midlife crisis. You're doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be a crisis.
But that's what people say. Like if somebody hits like 48 and then they get a motorcycle, everybody's like, oh, it's your midlife crisis. But nobody ever wonders, maybe that dude's always wanted a motorcycle, but he didn't have enough money to get a motorcycle, and now
Yeah.
he does.
Or you've been at your job for 20 years and you decide to go be a bus driver.
Yeah.
That's a midlife crisis. Like I'm done.
What if you've always wanted to be a bus driver, but you finally saved up enough money in your desk job? Then now you can be a bus driver. You don't have to worry
in
about
this
money.
day and age, bus drivers make just as much as you do in
Yeah.
a desk job.
So I mean, you're a very personable person. You just want to meet more
the
people.
glass is half full or is half empty, whichever way you want to cut the cheese.
All right.
I'm gonna go skydiving with my father-in-law at some point.
Are you really?
Well, he wants to, and I was like, if you do it, I'll do it.
Well, yeah, you would. I'm not doing it.
The only
You couldn't. You have
I
to
won't.
pay me
I won't bungee jump.
hundreds of thousands of dollars to skydive.
I'll never bungee jump. That's what
The-
that
the-
one's.
the
That's where I
snap-
draw the line.
the
Which
snap of a
I feel
cord.
like bungee jumping is less dangerous than skydiving, but that's where I draw the line is
Yeah.
bungee jumping.
You think so?
I don't know where the line really is, but
both have its downfall.
literally,
if something happens, and I would think on a
True.
bungee, the bungee jump is not as high as the jump out the plane.
but that's the thing. Like the bungee jump isn't as high, so like I could just hit a bunch of rocks and just be all messed up. But skydiving, if my parachute doesn't work and I hit the ground,
Splat.
like I'm done. Like
Yeah.
that's it.
And you probably wouldn't. You wouldn't even pay attention.
Yeah, like I don't have to worry about being in a hospital bed and spending all my family's money of them trying to keep me alive.
Dang.
Interesting.
2461 said it is National Margaritas Day.
Also, I gotta treat myself.
Yeah, 222.
It's also
22.
National D2 Day.
Anybody want to go to margaritas when I get off work here? I'm
So
looking at
you're
you,
gonna
VJ.
start? No, and I'm just gonna say negative Ghost Rider.
Just drive to.
VJ's not
you're gonna
going.
be driving through Omaha. Maybe stop at VJ's real quick.
Yeah.
Come and get you a little Jackson takeout.
Where's Jackson's Takeout located?
60th to 62nd and name.
Is that on the way to
Negative
No, it
Ghost
is
Rider.
not. You got to go out of your way, but it'll be worth it.
Well,
It'll be
the
worth
only
it.
thing is maybe on your way back because we don't open up till Thursday. And then
well,
on
I'll be
Friday
coming
and
back
Saturday,
Wednesday. I'll be coming back tomorrow.
yeah, Friday, Saturday we open till 3 a.m. So
Interesting. I'm hoping that at the casino tonight it's cheap tables.
Why doesn't Jackson's Takeout deliver to Lincoln?
Yeah,
because by the time we get to Lincoln, your food will be cold.
It's fine.
microwave.
Just be like,
I can throw it in the oven.
Microwavable.
we can deliver to Lincoln. I come to Lincoln every day.
I'll
What,
throw it
what,
in
do
the
you-
oven.
what would you like to have,
I
sir?
just let me check a menu.
Yeah, we'll have to.
We'll bring you a menu tomorrow, sir.
Please do.
Yep.
Hey, you guys enjoy the show. I'm getting out of
Yeah.
here. Some of us got to drive back to Omaha and go
Yeah.
to work,
I hear you.
go to our other job.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
You know what I'm saying, Nick? You enjoy yourself and be careful. okay?
Appreciate you.
I want to make sure that you're back here on Monday morning, ready to go.
I'll be back
We'll be
here
here on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, so you'll be. Oh,
I'm,
okay.
I'm just not here tomorrow.
So you just know. Okay,
We'll be drinking on Thursday.
perfect. Well, then
Yeah,
you-
we got Thirsty Thursday with
Uncle Kev.
Kevin Meyer on Thursday.
Uh-oh.
That is moved to our show.
be
Thirsty Thursdays.
2:30. You want to stick around for that
Merry Christmas.
on
No.
Thursdays?
Happy New Year, all that stuff. Ticket Country. Thank you. It's the captain for Sean Jackson, 93.7. I'm out.
See you, VJ. All right. Like you kind of said, Nick and Rico with you as always. We're gonna run through this 7 minutes late here. 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line, both those open for you guys the entire show. Any comments that you have, appreciate all the birthday wishes. Somebody earlier today says, "Oh, Tiny Pig, happy B-Day, Nick. Guessing we won't see you at DBAT tonight." Yep, I will not be working at DBAT tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Craig, Pecan Pie, Milkman. Appreciate all you guys' birthday wishes. And then unnamed texter says, "I live in the Haymarket, and I better see you living your best life while I judge you from above." I will not be in Lincoln this evening.
You should just get a big sign that says, "I am Nick Sainert. It is my 21st birthday." So,
So,
that everybody in the Haymarket
I-
that lives above can see.
This was a question we got earlier on VJ's show with what the first drink that I had last night was. So we went to Risky's right at midnight and for penny pitchers, and we had my buddy, my best friend was like, "It's his 21st," told the bartender, "It's his 21st, make him whatever you want." And so she made some drink that included peach schnapps, crown apple, and cherry.
Mhm.
And I guess it was called the WAP. So that was the first drink that I had. Then Risky's closed at 12:30. So we made the trek down to Duffy's and we got a couple fish bowls and
Fish bowls are delicious.
and some Vegas bombs. So
There's a couple shots I gotta type out for you. A couple I can't say
Yeah.
on the air.
that's fine.
But you
You-
gotta get a 3 Wiseman.
You have my phone number. You can text me, Rico.
But will you actually get them? They're gonna. A couple of them are going to be gross.
Here's the thing. Like I'm still debating on whether or not I even take my phone into the casino area.
Why not?
I don't know. Like I have this irrational fear that I'm about to get booted from the casino because I'm accidentally going to pull my phone out.
They'll tell you.
Yeah.
They'll let you know. No phones, whatever.
Yeah. So we'll see.
But
I
just
mean,
have it with you in case you look.
Okay.
In case you need it.
yeah, I probably should. That'd be a smart move.
But yeah, there's a couple that are going to be gross, but I need you to take them.
all
I
right,
don't know if your friends are actually your friends if they don't order them for you.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They'll order them for me if they want. Okay, so I just got tweeted at. You can always tweet at us, Nick_Sainer at Radio Rico AC as well. Is he planning on meeting someone and marrying her immediately? No,
Yes. Right away.
I hope not.
Right away.
If I come back on Thursday and I am married,
Oh,
let's hope not.
I'll be so happy for you.
No, you will not, Rico.
Yeah, I would.
Should I
Found the
bring
love of your life.
Should I bring my wife to this radio
Yeah,
station?
you should. As soon as you get married, bring her to the radio station.
I'll bring her to the radio
You'll have
station.
the love of your life. I'll be so happy for you.
Mr. Unlimited appreciates the suggestion. You need to get a shot, half SoCo, half butter shots, shaken, butterscotch. I'm guessing is
Shaken, not stirred.
Okay, Corey and Lincoln says this: asking a Risky's bartender on a Monday to make whatever they want is a rough way to have your first legal drink, bro.
Sounds like
Dude, the options.
Risky maneuver.
The options were extremely limited. We went down. I mean, it's like we went back down, or we went and headed downtown, and it was like dead. And I'm like, well, it is a Monday night, and we were lucky that Duffy's was even open. So I mean, it's interesting.
John in Cortland, it is a friend.
Okay, so John in Cortland says this: Happy B-Day. Do not, under any circumstances, drink a Three Wise Man. That ain't a friend.
It is a
Rico.
friend.
You trying to hurt me?
Yes.
Rico, you got.
That's what a friend does.
Okay, so Mr. Unlimited, I was wrong. It's butter shots. It's butterscotch schnapps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Butterscotch schnapps.
Butterscotch
Schnapps.
schnapps. Yeah.
No, you have to drink a Three Wise Men. It's disgusting.
We'll see.
It is terrible. I'm letting you know right now. It is terrible, and you will hate it. But you have to do it.
Why do I go through this though? Like,
because that's just what you do.
I understand it's part of it.
It's your 21st birthday.
I understand that.
You're gonna have some delicious drinks, and you're gonna
that
have
was-
some god awful drinks.
Yeah. Okay, Rico. You know the fishbowl. Like, do you enjoy the fish bowls?
Yes, depends on what fishbowl. There's one that we had in Kearney. I don't know what it was, but it was like a pineapple-y, like fruity fishbowl, and it was delicious. And then we got a Captain and Coke fishbowl, also delicious. But if there's like any type of coconut in it, can't do it.
Can't do coconut.
I can't do coconut.
John in Cortland follows up with straight up no.
Sorry,
Don't take
John.
it.
No, John. I'm sorry.
John, I might side with you, man.
No,
I might side with you
Nicholas.
over my co-host.
Nicholas.
If
If you don't take a Three Wise Men and text me immediately how bad it was, I can no longer do a show with you.
is that all it takes?
Yes. You need
Nate,
to take one awful shot. I'm sorry.
Nathan Brennan, guy that's on the water cooler with us or with Bach, tweeted out, goes, how much money does Nick _Sainert lose tonight at the casino for his 21st? It's a poll question out on Twitter. $100, 200 to 500, 1,000, or entire life savings. His Twitter is Nathan B1011, and so I would recommend you go over there and answer that poll question there. And see
I'll
how much.
retweet it.
Yeah, see how much. I know the ticket retweeted as well, so we'll be good there. No, just a little side note. No Jacob Padilla here today. In all honesty, Oscar basketball not that much fun to talk about right now.
Is there really anything to talk?
Like-
They have a game that they have to play.
Yeah, they're gonna have a game. Like, big picture though. We all kind of know where everybody's at.
The question really for Nebraska men's basketball is Fred Hoiberg the coach at the beginning of next season or not?
Exactly.
That's really the only question.
And-
I mean, and you know, who was on the roster? You know, there are two for sure people gone.
Yeah.
Kobe Webster and Alonzo Verge. Everybody else has a question mark, including the coach, including the rest of the coaching staff. So it's just, you know, right now the only thing we're worried about is what happens at the end of the season, and what are we looking at for next season's squad?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So he'll come back on next week. We'll pick up where we left off, and hopefully Nebraska may have another win under their belt. They have a tough end of the road here towards the end of the regular season before Big Ten tournament play. Mikey the Fish tweets at us. It's the law that you must take a Three Wise Men and a cement mixer shot on your 21st birthday.
If the cement mixer shot is the shot that I'm thinking of, we had a different name for it.
Doesn't it
It
get
is
all
also-
curdly?
It is awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't call it a cement mixer. I can't say what we called
That's
it on
fine.
the air.
So I also know Irish car bomb.
Oh, those are delicious.
Like, if you wait too long, it gets curdly.
Oh,
Is that true?
I don't know. I didn't wait too long. I dropped it in there, drank
So
it.
you like
Delicious.
Guinness?
Delicious.
You like
I didn't know
Guinness.
I liked Guinness. I was scared because I was like, I
Okay.
don't know. Drank it, and I was like, oh, this is fantastic.
It's the whole idea that there's a glass in another glass.
Yeah.
Like, it's that's
Are you gonna
what's-
get a shot of Hennessy just to
No.
make Jay proud?
Man, Jay, here's the thing. I texted Jay on his birthday. I don't even get a text from Jay on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I texted him, I said happy 60th, and he's like, appreciate it. Nonchalant.
Well, you missed it. You were supposed to be here earlier before he left.
Uh-huh.
He was going to give you something.
Really?
Yeah, but then you left. Well, then he left, and then you.
I had to get
you
a haircut.
You literally got in here like probably 8 minutes after he left.
I was dragging in here.
So Mr. Unlimited, the second shot that he names is what we called it in Kearney.
Okay, yeah, we cannot say that on there.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people are saying Prairie Fire Shots. Is that the one with Tabasco?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I didn't do that one.
Yeah.
Interesting though.
Gorilla Fart. He also lists.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Get a lemon drop. It's delicious.
I should probably walk listeners through kind of the story of this morning.
Ugh, that
So
looks gross.
yeah. So this morning I got a haircut. And I will tell you this. I went to bed, 3:15ish in the morning. Got up 8 a.m. alarm. I was like, you know what? A shower will make me feel better. So I showered because I turned over and the room was sort of spinning. And went to haircut. And that buzzer from the clippers and the razor has never been louder. Number one. Also, I kept dozing off because I was exhausted and not feeling very good. So I was like, my head was swaying back and not swaying. It was like leaning back and forth. And so the barber, I feel bad for him. Shout out Mike from Burke's Barbershop. He had to
Kind of a free shout out.
Yeah. Had to hold my head and not hold it, but he would
basketball palmed your head.
palmed my head every now and then to get it back centered. And finally he asked me, he's like, yo, bro, are you okay? Like, are you good?
And you were like, it's my 21st birthday last
I was like, it was, we went out last
night. He was
night.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he totally understood. But shout out Mike for everything he did. Getting me lined up. Go see him. Burke's Barbershop. Good dude.
Free shout out.
Yeah. I'm okay with giving him a free shout out. He's all good.
He needs to sponsor our show is what he needs to do. I mean,
Yeah.
we both go there. I need to go
That's
there.
right. You do go there
I
now.
do. I need
You
to go there.
you finally have
I had to leave my other
taken-
barbershop. I had to leave my other barbershop because the guy that I like getting my haircut by left. Turns out he went to Burke's.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can just follow him?
Yeah.
That's
So I
nice
did.
then.
So I was like, cool. But I didn't know it the first time I scheduled a Burke's. Then I got him and I was like, bet.
Yeah, no, Burke's great place. Love that place so much. All right, 402-464-5685 Honda Lincoln Hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Feel free send in any other thoughts.
Send us your favorite shots.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, no, please do. Send us your favorite shots, favorite beers,
Mixed drinks. Just
I'm-
give Nick a list of drinks
What-
that he can buy either at a bar
Yes.
or at Myers Cork and Bottle.
Yeah.
Some drinks that he can mix with some other things so that he can have some stuff.
Because now Thirsty Thursday is going to be on the happy
on
hour.
the happy hour.
Thursday, it's gonna be.
I get Uncle Kev back.
Yeah, Uncle Kev, I hope he's listening. I told you this already, Rico. He commented on my Facebook timeline and was like, "Happy birthday, nephew." And I feel like
You have become.
I've made it.
You have become Kevin's nephew.
Yeah, so I'm glad that we're doing that. Mark says, Nick, try craft beer. That's what I was gonna actually lead into.
That's not me. That's all Mark.
We only have 5 minutes left in the segment before we have to take a break, so I don't really want to get started talking about something else. So
We'll stick with this.
with that, how do we feel about sours? Because I am going to a place tonight.
I love sours.
I'm going to a place tonight that has what I've heard of really good sours.
Okay.
And so what are our thoughts? Because I have no idea what to expect.
I'm a big sours guy, and I don't. For some reason, I like the thicker beers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big IPA guy.
Okay.
Not a
See,
fan of those.
I will say, with this whole thing with Thirsty Thursday and with Kevin, Mark and I were talking about it earlier. I'm actually excited to learn because
It helped me.
I'm excited to learn all of this. And once again, Thursdays are going to kind of be our throwaway days. We'll have the tip
It's
jar.
not a throwaway day. It's the best day.
It's the best day. We will have the tip jar right at the beginning.
right out of the gates. We will start at
Yeah.
2 p.m. with the tip jar. I have to fix our intro so that it includes it. It'll be a blast. So everybody be there. Get your questions in.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Mikey the Fish tweets at us once again, Nick_Sander at Radio Rico AC. A lot of bars don't even carry Hennessy, but if they do and also have apple juice, I recommend trying Hennessy and apple juice. It's my favorite mixed drink. All right.
I love one mixed drink that I actually don't make enough that I really love. Crown Apple and Sprite.
Interesting.
Delicious.
Are you a big Crown guy just altogether? Do you like all kinds of Crown? Because they have the vanilla,
I
the
don't.
peach,
I don't. I
all
haven't
that.
tried vanilla or peach. I've had regular
Okay.
Crown, great, and I've had Crown Apple, great. I haven't tried the other ones.
Okay, interesting.
I don't think they could be that bad.
I will
Crown's
say also
delicious.
this. Last night, just thought to we also had another shot that was rum chata
Mhm.
and Jaeger.
Rum chata is amazing.
Rum chata and Jaeger. just half and half.
Again,
And
am I weird
It
if I
tasted
said-
like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes. Am I weird if I say that I like drinks that are like a little thicker, like the motor oil kind of, not exactly motor oil, but kind of like motor oil consistency drinks?
See,
Like
I
you
don't,
can't chug them. You're
I
not
don't-
gonna chug them.
I don't know quite yet. I don't know if I'm the type that is going to be a guy that can chug it though. Gus says this on the text line: Nick, stick with porters or lagers. If you drink sours, turn in your man card.
No, look. If you're telling somebody to turn in your man card, turn in your man card. A man does whatever a man wants to do. If he wants to drink sours, he can drink sours. He's still a man. Because you know what a sour goes great with? Sour goes great with sitting by the pool after a long day of
Ooh,
work.
Interesting. Okay, Rico.
Sour goes
seem
great
pi-
in the summer.
You seem passionate about sours.
Don't do this, Gus. Don't do this.
Gus. You're playing with fire, and it's Rico.
We're not messing with people's man cards.
Yeah. So, all right. Corey and Lincoln says this: for shots, nothing beats a nice clean tequila.
I can't do tequila. I can't.
Don Julio is an affordable, widely available example. I've also enjoyed shots of Screwball the last couple years. Screwball, the peanut butter whiskey, not bad. Not bad at all.
I cannot do tequila.
I don't know if you, I don't know. I don't think I would be able to either. Like, I don't
Have-
like the smell.
you need to. At least you need to get at least one.
At least one.
Just to know that you can't.
I have had it once.
Just to know that you can't.
I have had it once. With no lime or anything though, but like,
Mm.
you know, it is what it is.
But everybody's
So-
always like, "Oh yeah, let's do tequila shots," and I'm like, if I do a tequila shot, I'm going home.
That just right away.
If it's the first drink of the night, I'm going home. I can't, because then it just stays in your mouth, and it's always
Burns.
the flavor's just there, and then you burp, and no matter what else you have, you get the tequila, and it's disgusting.
That's a shame. That's a shame. All right, Rico. I don't know. Did you see all this stuff going on with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, first off, he lost the love of his life. Love
He
is dead.
did. Yep.
And
He
then
should go on The Bachelor.
and then no, he shouldn't. Like
Aaron Rodgers on The
he'd be
Bachelor.
perfect on The Bachelor the way he's acting.
Yeah.
He sent a goodbye to the Packers, and then he said, "Wait a minute, I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what Aaron Rodgers is doing.
So with unnamed
Unnamed
texter, maybe
Hey.
up top. So anyway, no, with the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, we're gonna get into this later today or in the next segment, but he needs to stop seeking attention. He needs to worry about winning football games.
which he does enough in the regular season, but can't do in the postseason.
Like, here's the thing. Yeah, like he does it in the postseason or in the regular season, like you said. But like Aaron Rodgers has not won an NFC championship in 11 years. And you are worried about saying goodbye to the Packers. You're worried about all this,
But not saying goodbye.
but then not saying goodbye because you want to show up on the Pat McAfee show. Like, worry about winning an NFC championship game and beating Jimmy Garoppolo at home. Worry about that instead of worrying about, and yes, obviously off the field stuff has been big the last year with this whole immunization thing that he was bringing up or brought up and all that, that once again went on the Pat McAfee show and talked about it. Like,
Shout out Pat McAfee for
Yeah.
making a monster.
I guess so, but like you send away a goodbye or it was a clear goodbye on Instagram, and then you hop on the Pat McAfee show at 11:05 Central Time, and it's like, all right, I'm not going anywhere yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with my future, bro. Worry about finding a way to get the ball to Devontae Adams. That's what I say. All right, we got to take a break. We'll get into this next.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Follow Nick and Enrique on Twitter at Nick_Sainert and at Radio Rico AC. More of Happy Hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I don't know about you guys, but I have been getting back out and hitting different restaurants, hitting different places, and I could not be more excited to get back to Bearshin in Benson, one of the best beer gardens around. The weather's starting to get good, and coinciding with that, they are going back to their full food menu. We're talking the burgers, the Johnny Hammer Pants sandwich, the pretzels, the fries, the salads, if you're one of those people. They got all of it. And they are now open Tuesday through Sunday. That allows you to get over to Bearshin, check out the food, the beer, hang out in the beer garden. You can get that $7 big cheese double Wagyu burger special on Tuesdays. Also, happy hour, 3 to 6, Tuesday through Friday. Don't miss it. Plus, if you're a soccer fan, it's the place to be in Benson.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Your KFXL Fox Nebraska weather. Areas of snow are expected to be around on Tuesday with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 14. Windy conditions expected for today. Those linger even into Tuesday night with a low right around -3. Topping out around 16 on Wednesday. We'll see breezy conditions and a mix of sun and clouds. I'm meteorologist Regina Bird for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business, but it's even worse if the problem isn't fixed correctly. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time, and they specialize in several things: general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Every time the back door closes, it squeaks and reminds me of how I used to go out back for a cigarette 2-3 times a day when I was stressed, when I was hungry, when I was bored. But then I think of how the stale taste lingered in my mouth, and I reach into my purse and pop a stick of gum. And the craving is gone.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey, ticket listeners, it's Cristiano Simonetta, the voice of the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and I for Outside the Box every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. talking Stars, hockey, and more. Outside the Box every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season. Enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Now back to the happy hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in to the happy hour 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. As always, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line. Both those continue to be open for y'all. Always hit us up on Twitter, Nick_Sainer and at Radio Rico AC. All right. So we got this text in from an unnamed texter. It says last 5 mock drafts, none of them have McGowan's going in the first round. So I guess let's go ahead and dive right into this conversation here, Rico.
Okay.
Let's forget.
I'm gonna check my favorite website, Tankathon.
Let's forget the Aaron Rodgers thing because he's just an attention seeker.
Ooh.
Okay, so the first one that I pulled up, NBADraft.net. It's the first one when you search NBA mock drafts on Google. It's the first one that comes up. 2022 mock draft updated February 11th. So this is a little old, I suppose. Bryce McGowan's they have going 15th overall to Atlanta. Other notable names in there, Jaden Ivey from Purdue, they have going 2nd overall. Johnny Davis from Wisconsin, they have going 7th overall. Keegan Murray from Iowa, 11th overall. Atlanta's really interesting. They have multiple first round picks. So does Portland. So does Orlando, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
There's
a decent amount.
Yeah, there's a couple interesting ones in here, just pick wise. But I guess with this whole thought of Bryce McGowan's, I mean, Nate and Bach kind of talked about it extensively yesterday. I will say this. I think if Bryce McGowan's comes back, then it makes it a lot easier to keep Fred Hoiberg. I think that's
Yes.
very understandable because then you have an idea that maybe Trey is back. And I understand Trey statistically is not putting up, ungodly numbers. Like I understand that. However, something with this program over and over again has been new and fresh faces. And the best way to develop a team or develop a program in terms of just trying to find some continuity and trying to build off of previous seasons is having familiar faces around other familiar faces in the locker room. And that would help with 2 guys, Bryce McGowan's and Trey McGowan's, if they decide to come back. Now, on the flip side, on the flip side of that, what are the odds that a guy like Bryce McGowan's comes back? Well, me and Rico were kind of talking briefly during the break there. If he's outside the top 20, I think the chances for him coming back are pretty high.
If Bryce McGowan's, I have complete confidence in saying this, and maybe I shouldn't, but I do, and I don't know why. If Bryce McGowan's is not a lottery pick, he will be back at Nebraska next season.
Lottery is top 14?
I think it's top 15, top 6. It's
okay.
It's the best ones. They're the best
Yeah.
ones, whatever. If he's not a lottery pick, even if it's late lottery, he is coming back to Nebraska next season. And if he comes back, I have a good feeling Trey comes back. And if those 2 come back, I have a good feeling that depending on draft projections, Derek Walker comes back. So if you can get at least those 3 back to Nebraska for next season, that bodes pretty well for Nebraska because, as you said, especially in the Big Ten, continuity, having an older team, and I know he'd be a sophomore, Bryce would, but he's clearly the best player on our team, and he'd have another year to develop those skills and to become a better player. And the continuity he would gain from being around all of those players another season, this team would look better. I don't know, record projections.
Well,
I believe that they would have a much better record than they have this season. But I think Bryce McGowan's right now, the body he has, the skill set he has, the way he plays the game, he could easily be a mid to late lottery draft pick, and it would be totally fine. Like I don't think teams would even think that was a reach. Like it would be perfectly fine with a bunch of teams. And if people want to say, oh well, he can't shoot, oh well, he can't do this, well, the NBA is all about right now. It's all about body types.
Absolutely.
It's all about how. It's all about
Band's the perfect example.
Yeah, it's all about how you look, and he has an NBA body. And when you get there, they believe that they can take him with the way that he looks and turn him into a solid NBA player. I mean, he's 6'7" with guard skills. Like you don't get that very often.
What you said is interesting. When you're talking about the whole, what to do with the future of Nebraska basketball and the decision that Trev Alberts has in front of him in terms of figuring out what to do with the head coach and the coaching situation and all that. What's interesting, what you said, Rico, with, if you come back, this team has a chance to get better. I think it would also eliminate the excuse of saying, well, we at least tried it when guys were coming back. And if it didn't work, or if it wasn't good enough, then you kind of exhaust all your reasonings to keep him, right? Because one of the excuses is, well, he's just never had continuity on his roster. This year was the most this was supposed to be the year where he had a few familiar faces coming back. Obviously, Derek Walker only really played half of the season last year. But you have Bryce and Trey playing together. You have other guys coming back that are familiar with how the program works.
And Trey missed at least a third of the season.
Yes. But with that, I think if you hold on to Coach Hoiberg next year, and guys like Derek Walker come back, and a guy like CJ Wilcher is still kind of being your guy off the bench. Casey figures out his shot. Whatever happens with Lat. Also, Bryce and Trey, right? The two biggest ones right there. There are things to be, I don't want to use the word excited, but you can say, okay, you can point to a couple things and say, this is something that is involving the program that has not in the first 3 years under Fred Hoiberg. It's similar to the football thing, right? This year it's all right. Wholesale changes on the offensive side of the ball. That hasn't happened before. That hasn't happened. It's wholesale changes. What is different about this next season that from the previous year when it was atrocious and a train wreck, right? And that can go for both football and basketball. And so I think if they decide to keep Coach Hoiberg, I think it becomes really, really interesting in terms of figuring out who stays. Because one guy I was thinking about the other day is a guy like Shamil Stevenson, who was on the team last year, ended up transferring out. That's a guy that Nebraska could have used right now. It's another body that had been in the program. And unfortunately, he transferred out, and that's fine. Wish you the best, but that's a body that they wouldn't have had to replace if he sticks around. And so you wonder about, attrition, then that whole discussion comes up. On the text line, we get this: you guys are wild. That's all.
How are we wild?
I will also say this.
Please explain.
Yeah, if you're leaning thinking that I'm saying that there's reasons to be excited about next season, I'm not. I'm not excited to watch the rest of the games this season.
No, we're not. We're not saying to pack it in and wait for next season because they're going to be great. We're just saying
absolutely not.
If Bryce McGowan decides to stay, you have a good chance of keeping Trey McGowan. If those two decide to stay, you have a good chance of keeping Derek Walker. If all three of those players decide to come back, maybe Fred Hoiberg comes back, or maybe they come back because Fred Hoiberg is coming back.
Yeah.
It's just, what came first, the chicken or the egg situation there.
Yeah.
But if you return those three core players, and I know we've said this before, you would believe that the team would improve because you would have an older team, which is what the better teams in the Big Ten right now have. They have older players leading them. So if Nebraska can do that and they can get their best player to stay another year, develop under the coaching staff, develop in the offseason, not straight out of high school, you would believe that this team would be better. I'm not saying,
NCAA tournament
best in the Big Ten or, one of the best Big Ten teams. You would believe this team would be better than they are this year.
Okay, so that same texter makes a very good point. I mean, is it really possible to get any worse next year? Bingo. And that's, if you go back and listen to our show from the previous week, here's the deal. I basically called for them to fire Fred Hoiberg.
You did.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying that because at the end of the day, Nebraska is 1 and whatever in the conference and has 7 wins. And expectations that Nebraska basketball, get 14 wins or 15 wins, bingo. Nebraska fans are happy you're selling out PBA. It's not great, but it's great for Nebraska basketball.
Yeah.
And you're not even close. You have to double the amount of wins to get to the point where you're getting 14 wins. Like, if you think about it and break it down, it is not good. And so that's where I have no problem coming out and saying that there needs to be a change.
Yeah.
Now, it's not that I want there to be a change, but in terms of what's best for the program and the development of the program, you have to think that at least showing the fan base that you're trying to win and that you care about winning is a pretty big part. Also, worrying about, we've talked about it many times, what all the things that Trev Alberts has to take into consideration when making this decision. It's not just on the court. It's off the court. How interested are fans? You guys have texted in and called in multiple times throughout the course of our daily shows and admitted to us, and understandably so, that you don't care.
A lot of season ticket holders giving up their season tickets, and that's something that Trev's going to have to take into account. And I just want to address the text on the text line, unnamed 4859, saying it's hard to think that bringing back Walker without a starting caliber center would be a good thing. We will not win with undersized Walker playing center. Well, guess what? You're getting 6'11", 240-pound Blaze Keita next season,
which allows Derek Walker maybe to be put in a better position where he's successful.
Think about this starting lineup: Romel Lloyd Jr., who is a 6'5", 6'6" point guard, like true point guard if you watch him play.
Plays on a high caliber of high school basketball. He plays for Sierra Canyon, which is part of he's teammates with Bronny James and all them as well. So high caliber of basketball.
Think about this starting lineup: Bronny James, or not Bronny James. Wow,
some Qdoba guy says we need to recruit Bronny, so we can get LeBron.
Bronny's not going to college.
Yeah, true.
Romel Lloyd Jr., Trey McGowens, Bryce McGowens, Derek Walker, Blaze Keita.
Yeah.
You've got a true point guard who's 6'6". You've got a what is Trey? 6'5", 6'5" defender who is also not afraid to take it to the rim, who, is also a secondary ball handler, a 6'6", 6'7" potential first-round draft pick if he comes back next season, with shooting ability, can bounce out of the gym, and if he puts his mind to it, can be a really good defender because he is long and lanky. You've got Derek Walker. You've seen what he can do. He's got some of the prettiest footwork underneath the basket, and he's a great and willing passer. And then, oh, by the way, Blaze Keita, who's 6'11", plays much bigger than he is a shot blocker extraordinaire and the number one prospect in the JUCO ranks coming to Nebraska next season.
Somebody just said absolutely no shooting that starting five. Okay, that's fine. Number one. Number two, maybe Nebraska then needs to change what they're trying to do. Then that's exactly the point, and what's been a bugaboo, I think that's the right word in this scenario, a bugaboo of this coaching staff. They're not adjusting to what they have. They're trying to adjust the guys that they have to what they want to be. That's been the problem, right? Trying to shoot three balls with some bad 3-point shooters. You're going to have, not on paper necessarily coming in. They're great 3-point shooters, but when they get to PBA and on the Big Ten floor, they cannot shoot threes. So with that, once again, then that goes into my point, and Rico made it earlier as well. That goes into our point of saying maybe there needs to be wholesale changes, like changing your identity or finding an identity that's not offense. Not shooting the three ball. Who cares if you win 49-45? You win. Who cares? Nobody cares if you're going to be 17-9 and
your highest score is 62.
Yes, and your high score is 62, and you're holding teams to about 48, 50 points per game. Nobody's going to care.
You're winning.
You're winning, which is something you're not doing and have not done in the last 3 years.
You'll get people after a while be like, "Oh man, I wish you would score more." Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have 17 wins. I don't care.
17 wins, not asking a whole lot.
Like, you think Virginia fans care that they're scoring 50 points a game when they won a national championship? I don't think they cared.
I just think that works right into the point, because you're absolutely right. Like, maybe it is a lineup that has no shooting, or maybe it's a lineup that has no height, but that is what the coach's responsibility is.
That's a long lineup. I don't know. Yeah, height maybe not, but that's a long lineup.
That's exactly you make a really good point. Because that shows exactly what do you
want to come in here?
Come in here.
Come
Nate.
in here. Don't talk outside the glass.
This exactly
Close the door.
shows. Hold on.
Close the door.
Hold on.
Close the
Easy.
door.
And so that's what I'm saying. But maybe it's time to look once again at the coaches and say maybe it's not the players that's the problem. and look at the coaches and say the coaches need to adjust what they want to do to the guys that they have in their locker room.
Also, 2 points. As someone that knows plenty of UVA fans, they could score 40 points a game. They don't care.
Exactly. If
they won a national championship.
If you're winning, nobody cares.
But with that being said, that national championship team had Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, and Kyle Guy, who were all lights out shooters. You have to have at least one person that can shoot.
Yeah,
Texter was entirely right. When you have a starting five and no one can spread the floor, you're screwed.
You're absolutely right.
You're screwed.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
You have to have someone that can spread the floor.
Ramel can shoot.
You got to have one guy that you can go to.
Bryce can shoot. He's not consistent right now. If he's not consistent right now, but he can shoot. He's had games where he can shoot.
He games.
He can shoot. He's not consistent. He can shoot. It's still a threat.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave him wide open.
See, I don't know. Here's the thing: is I don't know if I would say that it's a threat. I think that's all Nebraska has.
It's a threat. It goes in.
I don't think that. I wouldn't classify or count that as a threat.
K-State's not hitting right now, but people still close out on him.
Well, because that's all he does.
Exactly.
That's all he does is shoot threes.
Well, he tries to get to the rim. He gets blocked.
You have to have someone that can consistently stretch the floor. Nebraska doesn't have.
You would have that coming up. Well, hopefully coming off your bench with CJ Wilcher.
You would hope.
At least one.
Also, I looked at the mock drafts and I looked at like 4 of them, and none of them had him even going in the first round. Like
we just looked up. Yeah.
The most recent ones, none of them having going in the first round.
Okay, so we get this. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a break.
We'll come back with it.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll keep this conversation going. Keep sending your text 402-464-5685. We'll wrap up the happy hour on a Tuesday. Next up.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day long wherever you are. More of the happy hour is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Your KFXL Fox, Nebraska weather. Areas of snow are expected to be around on Tuesday with a mix of sun and clouds and a high of 14. Windy conditions expected for today. Those linger even into Tuesday night with a low right around -3. Topping out around 16 on Wednesday. We'll see breezy conditions and a mix of sun and clouds. I'm meteorologist Regina Bird for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Hey, Ticket listeners, it's Cristiano Simonetta, the voice of the Lincoln Stars. Join head coach Rocky Russo and I for Outside the Box every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. talking Stars, hockey, and more. Outside the Box every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m.
James Enterprise Incorporated, that company that hauls your gravel, rocks, and material for your farm or construction site, says thank you to the people of the healthcare community for putting yourself in the way of danger to save the public. That is what it means to be a hero and to build a beautiful legacy. This message brought to you by James Enterprise Incorporated. For all your hauling of rock, gravel, and materials, call them at 402-432-6740. That's 402-432-6740.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
Water's up and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way.
Try a Culligan water softener for just $9.95 per month. Go to CulliganLincoln.com.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. In girls sub-district basketball, Norris blew Nebraska City out of the gym with a final score of 74-12. Sage Burback from Norris finished with 17 points as the game's leading scorer. Waverly also got a win. They beat Plattsmouth 51-17. In girls state swimming, the Omaha Marion girls took home the Class A title by the slimmest possible margin over Lincoln Southeast, a half point to be exact. This is the Omaha Marion girls' 13th state championship. In state wrestling, Lincoln East had 5 wrestlers make it to the championship matches. They finished with Gabe Turman and Keith Smith winning individual championships. Brandon Mouser, Weston Sherlock, and Cole Toline would finish with runner-ups. In the Class B division, Waverly senior Trevor Brown won his second straight heavyweight title. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
You're listening to the Happy Hour with Nick Sainert and Enrique Alvarez Clary on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the Happy Hour one final time. Tomorrow, I will not be here. It'll be Rico and Nate.
Yes, sir.
So I will not be here. You guys feel free to call me. You'll have Aaron at 2:30.
We're not going to call you.
Thank goodness.
You're going to be drunk.
I don't know. I hope by 2 p.m. I'm not.
Did you like my tweet?
I did. What are the pool? Where are the?
I haven't
where are
looked
they at
yet.
now.
2 to 5 is
If
winning.
I could have, I would have voted lifesaver.
2 to 5 is winning in a landslide.
No. 2 to 5.
How much
2
are
to
you
5
taking?
is winning in a
How much
landslide.
are you taking in?
I'm taking about 300.
Well, that's it. What you got to do is
Try to
take
get
in
a
whatever you
scan.
can lose, act as if you
See,
lost it, and then see what you do with it.
I have
Pleasantly surprised.
I've been obviously just put it aside like a long time ago
Yeah.
for it, but I am fully like okay with the fact that I might just lose $300 tonight.
That's how you have to
And
gamble.
that's all
Yeah.
I am. Like,
Yep.
because
That's the way to do it.
I've prepared for it. Like I've been preparing for
Yeah.
it. So like,
this isn't part of the house payment or
no, absolutely not. I need to win 600 so I can pay rent.
Here's what you need to do.
That's all I'm
You
I'm not
need to
leaving until I
build-
do it.
no,
You need to build a 20-team retirement parlay. 20 locks, all against the spread. $10 to win 10 million.
Sounds
Retire
good.
early.
Sounds good to me.
Retire early.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Honestly, everyone should do it. I don't know why I'm the first person to think of this.
The hardest part is hitting all of it.
I do. I
Try getting 3 games right on a parlay.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
you
there-
never know.
there
20
might-
teams.
There might be a chance that all 300 goes to the sports book.
Oh yeah.
Or red 7.
Technically, if you're in Council Bluffs, can you put money on Nebraska games?
Yeah.
I am
Does that
staying
work like
so
that?
far away from Nebraska unless they have the over under on the records yet. I don't know if they do though.
And you would go. What if it's 5.5? What are you doing?
You got to think about that one.
This
Over.
Over.
There you
Okay.
go. Drinking the
Because
Kool-Aid.
I think they're at 6. I wouldn't say 6 is Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Okay,
6.5.
But man, they got it right on
the over under is 148, and Northwestern is favored by 11.
Oh,
Ooh. They're coming off a loss to Minnesota, though, right?
there you go.
Oh,
They're-
for basketball.
they're-
Basketball. Because they play
Oh.
tonight, don't they?
They're on a 3-game losing
They play
streak.
tomorrow. No, do they play tonight?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they
play
play
They
tonight.
play tonight
Play
at
tonight.
7.
Oh,
They're on a 3-game losing streak. Illinois, Purdue, Minnesota.
Don't put your money on Nebraska.
I'm not going to because I would be just staring at the TV tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a night off.
Yeah, I might delete Twitter There might be a chance I delete Twitter.
There you go.
Look for the season totals for Nebraska football.
I will. Bach, you want me to put some down?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the under, obviously.
Put some.
Come on, he'll take the over on Iowa football.
Yeah, you know,
if it's like
Iowa.
7.5 for Iowa.
Well, yeah, if it's 10, you take the under because Nebraska's winning 9 games, right? That's
right. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Maybe they have the over/under for Husker men's basketball next year for win totals already.
16. Take the over.
No.
If you had to
7.
say, I would say, if you had to set an over/under for Nebraska win total for men's basketball next season, what would you set it at?
Ooh. Okay, let's do this here.
They are currently at.
Is this McGowan's
7.
returning or no?
No,
you don't know.
If I said
assuming
no,
what?
okay, I'm gonna give you the scenario.
Okay.
Both McGowan's, Derek Walker returning, Fred Hoiberg's back.
Dang.
Is Lat coming back too?
Everybody,
12 debates. The whole entire.
Everybody that can come back does come back.
12.5.
12.5.
I think it would be 12.5, and I'd take the over.
So the one game that they do have scheduled right now, Kansas State.
I want to
At
say
next
win
at
but-
at T-Mobile Arena. That's what
That's
used to be the
Kansas
Sprint
City?
Center.
Yeah, Kansas City.
It used to be the Sprint Center.
That'll be a cool game.
Who plays there?
I'm heading down.
Nobody.
Nobody. It's just
It's
it's like a
events.
neutral site thing.
Yeah.
It's
They
just-
have the Big 12.
What's your
tournament
problem
there
with neutral
sometimes, I think.
sites?
I mean, I'm fine with neutral sites
Okay.
as long as there's some kind of team there, professional team that plays there.
I don't think.
Like
there is.
usually
you
when
got
you
the
do
Chiefs.
a neutral site, there's some team that normally plays there.
Well,
It's
T-Mobile.
not just some random like the
Well-
Richmond Coliseum, waste of space.
the Pentagon in South Dakota, right? Is it South Dakota, right?
South
yeah.
Who
It's like
is going to South Dakota?
Nebraska and Oklahoma State.
They played in South Dakota.
Yes,
Duke
Duke was-
for South Dakota.
Duke was supposed to play there because the
Really?
Battle for Atlantis got
That's
moved
right.
from wherever it was originally to South Dakota.
That's right.
It got moved, and Duke immediately said, "We're not going to South Dakota." and
Hey,
backed
wait.
down.
So who plays there? Is it a hockey team? that
Nobody.
plays
No,
there?
it's just it just sits there.
It's a gym.
Do you remember the Golden Window Classic?
Oh, yes.
The
That was
Golden
sweet in
Window.
Lincoln.
It was about
Yes, that was cool.
It went from 4 to 3 immediately because the team got COVID.
A few teams game.
Hold
That
on.
was
Well,
So
sick.
12.5. That's what I'm saying. Will you take the over?
Yeah.
12.5?
Maybe.
I would take the over. I got them like 4 games under 500.
I'm going to go ahead and guess the
All right,
non-con's not going to be loaded up next year.
What?
Does that matter?
To a degree, that's the games they win.
Do they? It's true.
They've won a few of them. That's most of the
Didn't
12
they,
and
yeah,
a
they
half.
started
that I'm
what, 6 and
betting on.
6, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is
They
weird,
started
though,
6
when-
and 6.
Remember when they were
Something like
supposed to
that.
start
It was supposed to-
undefeated until they faced
Oh,
Auburn?
yeah,
Was it
I
Auburn?
remember
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
Auburn.
remember
We
what
were-
it was.
we were all chalking up Creighton as, oh yeah, that's easy. Creighton's having a down year.
Yeah, they're like at most they have 1 loss.
Isn't Creighton a tournament team now?
Well,
They're on
I think
the fringe.
Lenardi,
They're on the
Lenardi had him in.
I think that
Well,
they're one of the
yeah, it's
last
in the
4.
last in.
Well, the last one did.
Remember
get it.
all offseason the talk was, who are they going to start? There's
Oh,
just
yeah,
so
they're
many
garbage.
guys. Who can they
Everybody's-
start.
Everybody's gone. They suck. This is the year Nebraska beats them.
that is
Man, how things have changed.
Well, and Creighton was coming in off of that whole like debacle with McDermott and everything.
yeah.
Like it was bad. It was like they had a new AD, and it was like, oh, they're done. It's gonna have to be a down year.
dead.
Nebraska finally beats Creighton. Fred Hoiberg beats Greg McDermott.
Wasn't it at least close?
no, I don't believe it was.
Oh.
Well, it finished 77-69, but it was like a 15 or 17 point game the whole entire time until Kobe Webster came in off the bench
Yeah,
and
Kobe,
just
that was
lit
Kobe's
that
best
place
day,
up.
wasn't
All right,
it?
opening line against Northwestern and Ireland starts at 6.5. What did you take?
Give me Nebraska.
Give me Nebraska. Here's a text.
Nebraska's winning
Here-
that.
Here's a text
I think
I
so
want to
too.
give.
I
you.
think 6.5 would be a good number.
2 touchdowns.
Here's a text I want to get to
I
close
take
it out.
that.
Kelsey says this. Remember when they beat Colorado in that scrimmage and everyone thought that we'd be good?
Man,
Yes.
that was
times.
the closest. The hype. That was amazing.
That's the best moment in the Trev Alberts era.
Yeah, for real. All right, we are done for today. I will see you guys Thursday. Rico and Nate are in tomorrow. I'll be at the casino tonight. Follow along on Twitter for updates. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See ya.
There's not many things worse than having plumbing issues at your home or business.